Space weather has a significant impact on planet Earth. The Sun is responsible for producing the high-energy particles that make up space weather, and the effects of these particles can be seen throughout our atmosphere. The Sun's activity is cyclical, and every 11 years, the Sun goes through a period of heightened activity called the solar maximum. During this time, the number of sunspots and solar flares increases, and the amount of space weather is at its highest. These charged particles can interfere with satellite and communication systems, causing disruptions such as power outages and GPS malfunctions. However, space weather can also have positive effects on our planet. The aurora borealis, or northern lights, is a natural phenomenon caused by the interaction of energized particles from the Sun with the Earth's magnetic field. This light show is a breathtaking display that attracts people from around the world. Nevertheless, space weather can be unpredictable, and it is vital to both monitor and understand its effects to avoid any negative consequences. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's Space Weather Prediction Center is constantly monitoring space weather to ensure we are as prepared as possible for any potential disruption. With more research and understanding about space weather, we can better prepare ourselves for any potential impact it may have on our planet. Space weather is a fascinating phenomenon that can have both positive and negative effects on our planet. Every day, charged particles and energy from the Sun interact with Earth's magnetic field and atmosphere, creating mesmerizing displays of auroras, or northern and southern lights. However, as beautiful as these lights may be, they are just a small part of the spectrum of space weather that can impact our daily lives. In recent years, space weather has become a growing concern for many industries that rely on technology and communication systems such as satellite navigation, power grids, airlines, and even astronauts on the International Space Station. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, space weather events have caused an estimated 306 large-scale power outages in the United States alone, costing the nation more than $10 billion in damages and lost productivity. Furthermore, solar storms and coronal mass ejections, CMEs, which are massive explosions of plasma and magnetic fields from the Sun's surface, can also pose a threat to human health. NASA reports that astronauts in space are particularly vulnerable to the effects of space radiation during solar storms, which can increase their risk of cancer, cardiovascular disease, and other medical problems. Despite the potential risks, scientists and researchers continue to study space weather patterns and develop new ways to mitigate its effects on Earth. One such effort is the NOAA's Space Weather Prediction Center, which provides real-time data and alerts for solar storms and other space weather events. This information is critical for industries such as aviation, maritime, and transportation, which can take preventative measures to protect their assets and passengers. Another approach to space weather research is through satellite missions that allow scientists to better understand the interactions between the Sun and Earth's magnetic field. One such mission is NASA's Magnetospheric Multiscale (MMS) mission, which uses 4 spacecraft to study the dynamic magnetic environment around Earth. The MMS mission has already provided new insights into the physics of magnetic reconnection, a process that releases vast amounts of energy during solar flares and CMEs. Finally, it is important to note that space weather can also have positive effects on our planet. For example, the solar wind, a stream of charged particles that flows from the Sun, can interact with Earth's upper atmosphere to create ionization layers that reflect radio waves back to the surface. This natural phenomenon, known as ionospheric skip, enables long-distance radio communications and has been used by amateur radio enthusiasts for many decades. In conclusion, space weather is a complex and dynamic phenomenon that can have significant effects on Earth's technology, communication, and even human health. However, with ongoing research and monitoring, we can better understand and prepare for these events and continue to appreciate the beauty and wonder of space weather's impact on our planet. In conclusion, space weather plays a crucial role in our daily lives and the health of our planet. Scientists and researchers continue to monitor and study these phenomena to gain a better understanding of their potential impact and prepare for any potential threats. From disrupted communication and transportation systems to increased radiation exposure, it is important to stay vigilant and prepared for space weather events. As we continue to explore and push the boundaries of space exploration, we must also take into account the potential effects of space weather on our space missions and astronauts. With continued research, advancements in technology, and collaboration between nations, we can better prepare for and mitigate the impacts of space weather on our planet and beyond. Ultimately, space weather reminds us of the interconnectedness of our universe and the importance of understanding and protecting the delicate balance of our planet. By working together, we can prepare for the impacts of space weather and ensure the safety and well-being of our planet and its inhabitants.